Alright, this unit, Unit 9, is all about graphing and functions. So, I would like to warn you now, you need to get some graph paper. I have some copies that you can use if you need it, but I don't have many. So you need to get some graph paper for this unit for your homework, okay? Okay, how many of you have done graphing in elementary school before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you guys can help me out. Good. Okay, so 9.1, the first lesson today, we are just going to be plotting and identifying ordered pairs and quadrants on a coordinate plane. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to label the different parts of the coordinate plane. This entire graph is what's called the coordinate plane. So let's label that first. Okay, so the entire graph is just called the coordinate plane. Now, I have these two lines that cut it in the middle. Does anybody know what those are called? Brittany.
X and the Y.
X and Y axis. Okay, is the X side to side or up and down?
Side to side.
It is side to side, so label that X axis, which means Y axis is the
Down, down.
up and down. Okay? No.
I know, right?
Alright, so we have the coordinate plane is the whole thing. We have the x-axis, which goes left to right, and the y-axis, which goes up and down. We also have what is called quadrants. Can somebody tell me, what does the word quad mean? 4. How many quadrants are there? 4. Now, we always label quadrants using Roman numerals. So you need to use Roman numerals for these. And we go counterclockwise starting in the upper right-hand corner. So this is quadrant 1. Counterclockwise means we're going the opposite way that the clock goes. So we're going to the left. So this is quadrant 2.
Oh, I remember labeling that.
Quadrant 3 is right below. And then quadrant 4 is the lower right-hand corner. X is 10, V is 5, and whenever we have one less than a multiple of 5, we put a 1 in front of it. So it is IV, that's 4. 5 is just V. Can anybody tell me what is the most important point on the graph?
Why?
Just 0, 0, right? And that means we are right in the middle. Does anybody remember what that's called?
No.
0.
It has a special name. Good, it's the origin. So label that. It's called the origin. Can anybody think of a word that has origin in it? Original. Or how about originate? Originate means that that's where you start, right? Okay, so it's called the origin because the origin is always where we start, and the coordinates of that are 0, 0. Okay, we also have a definition we have to look at. Definition of an ordered pair. Pair means how many? 2. Okay, and order means that they go in a specific order. So an ordered pair is a pair of numbers, and we list X first and Y second. We always separate them with a comma. Always. And we always put parentheses around them because that keeps them together. Okay, you need to put parentheses around it, otherwise it just looks like you're listing numbers. So the pair of numbers x, y can be used to locate a point on the coordinate plane.
Actually, if I can.
Do you care?
No.
Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to learn how to plot an ordered pair. Step 1, we always start at the origin. Okay, so you always start at the origin. Okay, now because in our ordered pair X is listed first, we first move the correct number of units either to the left or right. So we always move left or right first, and that has to do with the X coordinate.
Because you go in the elevator.
Exactly. Okay. Rolando made a good comparison. You have to go in the elevator before you can go up or down, right? Okay. Now, if I am going to the left, does that mean my number is positive or negative?
Negative.
It is negative. So just write that underneath, okay? So if you want to just put the sign, that's fine. If I'm going to the right, that means it is positive. Okay? After we go in the elevator, we have to go up or down. So after we go left or right, we move the correct number of units up or down. Okay, now let's use our common sense here. Is up positive or negative?
Negative.
Up?
Positive.
Up is positive. So down is negative. And once we finally get there, we get to plot the point. It is called plotting a point. Example 1. In example 1, all they want us to do is identify the quadrant that contains each point. So part A, what quadrant is point A in? It's in quadrant 4, so that's all you have to do right here. What about B? B is right here, which is in quadrant 2. You have to write the Roman numeral.
Oh, it's orange.
C, what quadrant is that? I heard one person. 1. And D is quadrant? Everybody? That was weak. Try it again. 3. There we go.
3.
Have 3.
Okay. Easy so far, right? Okay. Example 2. Plot each point on the coordinate plane. So we have to plot these and then label them. So I'm going to do A. We're going to do that together, and then I'm going to let you do B, C, and D by yourself, okay? So we need to plot point E, which means I always start at the origin, 0, 0. My X coordinate is -2, so is that left or right?
Left.
Left. 1, 2 spaces. And then my Y is +3, so I go up 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then I put the letter E next to it because that's what they labeled it for us. Okay? Do B, C, and D by yourself right now. Okay, so point F is at 5, -3, so I'm going to start at the origin. And I'm going to go to the right 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then my Y coordinate is -3, so I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, right on top of where A is.
Well, I got it right.
Okay?
Oh, wait, no.
Alright. Point G is at +6, +7, so I'm going to go to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You put it on.
Oh, 6, 7. I read it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, I'm still looking at it backwards. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's exactly what I did on the homework. No, like for the homework assignment where I mixed up the two numbers. And H, -2, +1. So to the left, 1, 2, and up 1 space, and that is point H.
This is actually easy.
Okay? All right. So example 3. They give us the points I, J, K, and L, and we need to write down the coordinate of that one. So let's find I first. It's right here in quadrant 3. Starting at the origin, it's negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's at negative 5. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So negative 5, comma, negative 6. Do the last 3 by yourselves. Make sure that you separate them with a comma, and make sure that you put parentheses around them. Alright, so what is it of point J?
-4. There.
Okay, point J is on which axis? X or Y? Point J is on Y. So to get there, do I move left or right at all? No, so my X coordinate is 0. And my Y coordinate is? Very good. How about K? 2, 2. And L is right over here. I have to go left. How many? Negative 7. And do I go up and down at all? No, so it's 0.
Look how off their desk is.
Okay? Good job.